SANWIT, which stands for South African Networking for Women in Transport. The problem that we are trying to solve for SANWIT is to launch the Women in Public Transport Help Desk to respond to rising concern from women commuters, women who are working in the transport sector around the issues such as harassment, abuse in public transport, unsafe infrastructure, workplace discrimination, lack of support or reporting channels. Now, we think if in the vehicles which women are operating, we can have some gadgets where they can report panic buttons, where they can report their challenges.
Only 20% are women, yet it's the majority of transport users are actually women. And what we see from a leadership perspective at the moment is very inspiring. A number of very key transport positions are being led by women. We have the MEC of Transport, MEC Kedibone in Gauteng. We have the Minister of Transport South Africa, Minister Barbara Creasy is a woman. We have the President of UITP is a woman from Canada. And we have the head of Africa for UITP, Laverne, is a woman as well. So it seems like maybe things are changing rapidly, and I wanted to get your perspective on that. Fusi, great to be here with you today. I'm really looking forward to hearing about this project that you're working with, SANWIT, and hearing about the problem that you're solving, the objectives that you have. So before we kick off, where in the world are you today?
I'm in Katlehong currently. I'm from Johannesburg, from a meeting of the morning where the MEC of Transport in Gauteng called us for a meeting regarding part of the things that she called me about. It was about this digitalizing women in public transport help desk.
Wonderful. Well, why don't you tell us a bit more about this project you're working on? Because it seems like the problem you're solving is one that is happening in many cities across Africa. So I'm particularly interested to understand what's the problem that you're seeing in South Africa and some of the solutions that you've created.
The problem that we are trying to solve for SANWIT is to launch the Women in Public Transport Help Desk to respond to rising concern from women commuters and women who are working in the transport sector around the issues such as harassment, abuse in public transport, unsafe infrastructure, workplace discrimination, lack of support or reporting channels. Currently, operators through in the public transport sector, they experience those above that I just spoken about. They have limited support on the sector. So at the help desk is constrained by the resource that are not there for them to be able to respond, to be responsive on the challenge that are faced by operators, including the women who are passengers in the transport sector.
Noted. And what kind of help currently exists, if anything? Are there any helplines or any services that are currently there if there is an issue for a woman using transport?
Currently, in the public transport help desk, what we are experiencing is manual services that we are providing. Women are running to that help desk day in and day out, and we get lots of reporting where women are not getting the correct, effective reporting that is for them to get the law enforcement to assist in many ill health of the public transport. Many women in South Africa lack accessible, safe, and reliable channels to report incident anonymously or discreetly, receiving timely assistance or referrals. Now, they are right as commuters and workers in the transport sector. And nobody knows about these problems that they are challenging. When they try to report, it takes time because there are no uh, late internet connections that they can report to. Like when you are in Gauteng, you do have such things that are being created by government of the panic buttons. So now we think if in the vehicles which women are operating, we can have some gadget where they can report panic buttons, where they can report their challenges, even the in-house setting of the scam in the vehicles, not the desk cam that they are using currently, whereby everybody they are visible, and even those who want to target them, then they can put them in at a vulnerable place, whereby they can put their lives in danger.
We hosted the Lagos Association of Public Transport a number of weeks ago, and they were presenting one of the initiatives they launched recently called the She Can tool, and it was aimed at providing guidelines and services to help women who are experiencing some challenges or danger or issues on public transport. So I was wondering if there had been any research or collaboration with other cities or countries around the world who might already have those services in place that may be useful for the work and the project that you're embarking on now.
Currently, there are no cities or any other countries that we are linked to. We will very much appreciate to have other women in the other countries or other provinces where we can go and learn how do they solve such problems. Maybe we can say we can go for a for learning sessions to them, or mentorship for anyone who has got an experience, and then to teach us how best can we address these challenges that we are faced with.
Well, we can definitely introduce you to them, and hopefully there's some good knowledge exchange and some ideas exchanged on the work that you're both doing in those two different cities. So we can definitely do that.
Perfect. That will be one of the achievements that we will say, one of the goals that we have won for this year is to meet up with those, to learn lessons from them.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
And as you embark on this project and you continue to build out the help desk, what are some of the key resources or support or partnerships that you're looking for over the next few months and into 2026?
For 2026, we are looking up for having online help desk portals, reporting incident access resources, track cases. The tools that we need are WordPress, Ushandi. Another one is WhatsApp bot. Description of it, it's 24/7 support chat bot for queries and incident logging. Turn on IO, Twilo. The other component will be mobile app, Android. Panic, the description should be the panic button, reporting safe trips, GPS linked support, and then the tools can be customer built. USS platforms, And then description can be accessed from non-smartphone users. And then the tool via mobile network operators, internal cases, that is a component, internal cases management system. Description can be case tracking, assignment, analysis, follow-ups. And then the tool can be Atable, Salesforce, Civic, CRM.
So lots of resources needed to build as you proceed. Well, hopefully there's a number of partners and solution providers that you'll be able to meet at Smarter Mobility Africa in a few weeks' time that can help with that. And I was wondering, Fusi, we've seen, I did an interview with the managing director from Lamata in Lagos a few months ago, and one of the stats that came out from that conference was that of the workforce in transport, only 20% are women, yet it's the majority of transport users are actually women. And what we see from a leadership perspective at the moment is very inspiring. A number of very key transport positions are being led by women. We have the MEC of Transport, MEC Kedibone in Gauteng. We have the Minister of Transport South Africa, Minister Barbara Creasy is a woman. We have the President of UITP is a woman from Canada, and we have the head of Africa for UITP, Laverne, is a woman as well. So it seems like maybe things are changing rapidly, and I wanted to get your perspective on that, whether you're seeing more women and girls looking at transport as a career path for them.
In a case, according to my experience, not most of women in public transport operations that are coming in because of the carriers or because of interest. Most women are coming there as they are not invited. It's because of the violence in the sector, killings in the sector. The women ended up having to pick up their socks and going into this business so that they can support their families. And they come in not having knowledge on where to start, mostly on operational side. On the leadership side, I see strives where lately men in the industry are beginning to open up and acknowledging that women can bring much change, and they, because of their strength of pulling them together and bringing them to the table in any issues that they have, for negotiations and resolving the problems that they have, the challenges that they encounter on the table and conferences. It is now happening in most hierarchy. The only place on the operational side that we are lacking, it's on the organizations, on your structures that are of the transport sector. Women are not that many in decision making. Men are still taking decision on behalf of women and just feel like women should implement what they are thinking. There is still a lot of resistance. Yes, the minister and Mekidibone is giving so much support on us. And I believe in Mekidibone because in 2023, when we went for a summit, the then minister asked her to pledge for the support of this initiative of SANWIT, because SANWIT was created by government. It was created by Mempo Bimpofu back in 2007, seeing that she needs transformation in the transport sector, and even alluding to the fact that more women enter into the sector, lesser troubles, and more families will live and will be looked after, as women are the engines of the household and to taking care of the nation.
That's incredible to hear, Fusi, and it sounds like there's a fantastic opportunity here for women to play more of a role in the transport sector, to improve the transport sector, also to create more jobs and to create more economic opportunities as well. There is the Women in Mobility program that takes place at Smarter Mobility Africa. And I don't know if you attended the previous session, but it would be great to have you there once again. And I think I'm learning a lot from this conversation that can feed into what the team is building for the content during that day, around women being able to bring more stability to the transport sector, women being able to contribute towards bringing more prosperity, and actually transforming the transport sector will require a strong input from women, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, definitely. There will be more stability, as currently, as you have seen, that there are more violences that are developing of transport operators fighting for the tariffs. Make it Bone and Barbara Creasy. They are encouraging those men to, in their programs that offers tensions, encourage them to bring on women so that they can be vocal and assist them to leave their differences outside and come to the table and negotiate and talk on the tables around the tables and stabilize the industry.
Fantastic. Fusi, thanks so much for your time today. It's been to hear about the project that you're working on with SANWIT, and it's been great to have a discussion of women in transport, the changes that are happening and the changes that are needed. We look forward to seeing you in a few weeks at Mobility Africa, where you'll be pitching the project, and we look forward to welcoming you to the Women Mobility Program as well. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much, Bruno. It is a pleasure for me to talk, and I'm looking forward to come and see and talk to those women and have partnership with those women that are already on the path of transforming this industry.